Alright, quick update on GMT. So since our last video a couple days ago, we've put in another touch point on this uptrending green line of support. The last video we were somewhere around about here, and we obviously backtested the 0.5 of this fib and kept on moving up. So all in all, this coin looks very, very bullish. We've had these price targets on our table for quite a while now. We had 90 cent and $1. Now, like I said, I haven't made a video on this in like 3 or 4 days or so. I did have a virus, but I am back now. You can basically see that we have hit our first target. This was this bullish pennant target. If I pull this over, we can now get rid of this because we filled this target of the breakout of the bullish pennant. Now we also have this target all the way up here at $1, which, like I said, if we do come up to there, I would personally be looking to take the majority of my profit round about that region. I wouldn't be looking to hold on for too much longer after we do reach these targets. So if I can line this up to where it actually was, you can see we do have a price target up here of $1, not too far away. I mean, we're at 75 cent now, so I am still looking for this push up to $1. I obviously do think we are going to be retesting this 90 cent in the next couple of days or so, but we have already filled this target, so I wouldn't be putting too much emphasis on taking profit at 90 cent. You know, I've already talked about doing that round about this region here, but yeah, as a general rule of thumb, I mean, the RSI and the MFI still have a decent amount of room to move to the upside. This is still very much putting in higher highs and higher lows in this general uptrend, so I'd say as long as we don't fall out of this uptrend, then there's not too much to worry about. You can also see if we draw to the new high, this retest backtested the 382 of this fib. So all in all, everything's looking extremely good. Like I said, we never came back down to this 618 region. We never backtested these previous lows, which does show a lot of bullish momentum on this. Now, I really don't think there's anything on, yeah, I mean, the daily and the daily RSI and the daily MFI are both a bit overextended. Obviously, I think this coin is up like 10,000% right now, or 11,000%, so do bear in mind this is still a new coin. It does have a dirt cheap market cap, so while this is very overextended in the short term, I do still think that we are going to be coming up and hitting this $1 price target before we do come down a little bit, because in my opinion, anywhere around about this $1, at least for me, the risk would be a little bit too high, so I would be taking all my profit in this region. If it continues to rip, so be it. This is just my own trading plan, and yeah, I plan to stick to it. So once we hit $1, I will be taking profit. If we do come down, have a more macro retrace, I wouldn't necessarily draw it from there, as that was the launch price. But if we drew hypothetically all the way up to $1, you can see this 618 region once again. Obviously, like I said, this is a hypothetical because we haven't actually come up to this fib, but I'm seeing this 618 and this high here down here at 45 cents. There's a lot of confluence. So like I said, I'm keeping an eye out for $1. That is a 32, almost a 33% increase from where we are now. I think we're going to hit that probably in the next couple of weeks or so. You can see we're also setting up something like a ascending triangle. You can see this pattern here that we're ascending, and this does have a apex on the 29th of March, so about another 4 days until we should see a break up or a break down, and in my opinion it is going to be the break up to $1. After that does happen, I will be taking profit. So that is all I see for GMT. Looks really good, looks really healthy in the short term. Nothing bad to say about it, to be honest. I would like to see a little bit more volume coming in, but to be completely honest, this has such a low market cap that, you know, it doesn't necessarily need to see tons of volume coming in to continue skyrocketing. Bitcoin is obviously looking amazing as well. Total crypto market cap is breaking out, so I think a lot of altcoins are going to go on massive tears, GMT included, which obviously it already has. But yeah, I think GMT is getting ready for that final move back up to $1. If we do have a big push above $1, and then come down, retest it, that could be a good place to make a trade at $1. But like I said, for me personally, this is just my own risk. This is my own trading plan, so not financial advice, but the risk adjusted returns once we do hit $1 is a little bit too high for me. So I would be looking for a big retrace. Not like a bearish retrace. I mean, if we did come all the way up to here and then back down to here, you can still see that we've got lows, 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 and these are all higher lows. And like I said, a retest of this area would be very, very healthy in my opinion, considering how much it's come up. So yep, I think we're coming up to $1 in the next week or so. That's all I see for GMT. If you are involved in GMT, best of luck to you. And yeah, once again, none of this is financial advice. It's just my own opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.